Picture this, it's July 1st, 2015 in Zimbabwe, Africa. The moon is shining high and the light flickers off the dark mane of Cecile the lion, a well-known feline in the area. Nearby sits a dentist with a bow in his hand and permission to kill this animal. The dentist releases his arrow and strikes the big cat. It isn't until about 11 hours later that the dentist tracks down the lion, shoots and kills him, and beheads and skins him. This is the story of the death of one of the most famous lions in all of Africa. Sadly, many situations similar to that of Cecile's are still happening today. 1.26 million wildlife trophies were imported to the US in the past 10 years. 1,200 species are hunted and killed as trophies, and over 200,000 endangered animals are hunted and killed as trophies, all because of us. Fortunately, this story has shed light on the negatives of trophy hunting. There are many reasons to be upset with the practice of trophy hunting. This practice aids in environmental changes and alterations in our food chain. This is imperative to us because a large majority of people consume animal products and animal meat. Along with this, most trophy hunters are American. This means that the people we are surrounded by are the ones committing this crime. America has again and again failed these wild animals by remaining uninvolved in the worldwide crisis. Trophy hunting is proving to be more detrimental than beneficial. And in order to ensure this practice comes to an end, we must expose the problems, identify the causes, and implement the solutions. For quite some time, individuals have been partaking in trophy hunting. Now that you understand a bit more about trophy hunting, I want to shed some light on the problems that are being caused. To begin, the practice of trophy hunting is and should be viewed as animal abuse. It is often done illegally with improper techniques that cause animal suffrage. PETA, a well-known organization that advocates for animal rights, writes in an article, "Although it was a crucial part of human survival 100,000 years ago, hunting is now nothing more than a violent form of recreation. The majority of animals endure painful deaths because hunters will usually just shoot them, injuring them, and leave them for hours before killing them off. Often these animals are kept in enclosures by farmers that hunters will pay in order to go on the land and kill the animal." In another article, PETA states that these animals never stand a chance of escaping, fighting back, or even surviving. Instead, they are forced to suffer the painful feeling of being shot and accept the inevitability of dying. Second, trophy hunting is supposed to raise money for conservation efforts in villages nearby. However, this is not always the case. An individual is supposed to pay a farm a certain amount of money in order to gain the right to kill an animal. In an article by wildleaks.org, it is stated that many individuals are partaking in illegal ways of hunting these animals, including luring them outside their protected areas. This allows individuals to trophy hunt without actually donating money to causes or organizations. This is also shown when Brian Howard writes in National Geographic's article, "Corruption often siphons funds." This means that the money that is supposed to be going to these organizations and villages is not entirely making it. It is also stated that the skins, bones, and other materials resulting from a hunt are being sold illegally on black markets. In fact, only about 3 to 5% of revenue makes it where it's supposed to go. Lastly, it is very difficult to determine the amount of hunting that is environmentally sustainable. Human Society International writes, "Trophy hunters prefer to kill the largest, strongest animal." To explain this in further detail, killing the strongest animal can lead to additional deaths. For example, when a dominant lion is killed off, the female and cubs are often left vulnerable to predators. In addition, the cubs are endangered to other dominant lions who want to become the dominant one. This can lead to a whole generation of cubs being killed off just because their father was slaughtered by a hunter. Janie Ackman writes in National Geographic article, "Lions have declined down from an estimated 200,000 continent-wide a century ago to about 20,000 today. These problems can all relate back to two main causes. One, our nation's lack of knowledge, and two, our nation's lack of regulation. To begin, many hunters lack proper knowledge and aren't interested in humane practices. Knowledgeable hunters understand that killing fast is the most humane way to hunt an animal. However, many choose just to shoot and injure an animal and later track it down. This causes prolonged pain and suffering for the animal. Another main cause can be contributed to our government's lack of regulation and corruption. Areas of the government are more concerned with profiting from hunters than obeying the laws. As stated in an article by Brookings.edu, it is in question if legal hunting license and hunting quotas are handed out wisely and sustainably. Governments are pressured into handing out unsustainable amounts of hunting quotas and permits because American trophy hunters are willing to pay big money, as stated by Human Society. Now that we understand the problems and causes, I want to explain some solutions we can implement and show you some ideas on how you can help. First, it is necessary for those who are partaking in trophy hunting or hunting in general to be properly educated and perform it under legal methods. This requires that the government enhances monitoring and makes laws stricter on hunting quotas. Also, signing letters and petitions can help advocate for this and help aid in the process of ending trophy hunting. Thankfully, recent movements have been placed to tighten up laws. An article by Stanford News states, the U.S. is continuing to tighten up bans on the sale of elephant ivory. This will help keep illegal trading and selling to a minimum. And in addition, many airlines have also recently banned the transportation of trophy hunts. Brian Howard from National Geographic writes, Emirates Airlines recently banned transport of hunting trophies on its flight. This makes trophy hunting less desirable because the hunters are unable to keep the animals they have shot. Finally, a huge contribution to making an end to trophy hunting would be joining and advocating for a wildlife conservation group. It is hard for the government to ignore thousands of voices advocating and petitioning for the same thing. By advocating and joining for these groups, multiple voices can aid in creating stricter laws and regulations that will help aid in the end of trophy hunting. Overall, trophy hunting has created many problems, from extinction of animals to animal abuse to undermining people in need. Trophy hunting has proven to be more harmful than good. However, this is a fixable situation and can have a positive ending. I want to end my speech with one question to my audience. Is having a lion's head above your fireplace or a leopard's fur on your floor more important than creating a peaceful and sustainable future? Thank you. Ooh.